Alright, and welcome back. And last time, in the last video, we were pushing westward through Germany and Denmark, also countering invasions against America and the UK. And we still have some mopping up to do with the British and taking out their forces. But let's see, we're also cleaning up in Germany and starting to push slowly into the Netherlands. So let's go ahead and continue it. I know I have. Let's see what our casualties are looking at. So we're at 315,000, and there are over a million. So there's that. And if I remember, China was also attacking India and launched a ground invasion. So as you can tell, they're really pushing southward. But anyways, we have our troops over here just in case. And I know China's busy with India. And also we started pushing into Turkey and started taking parts of Turkey. We also crippled Greece, which is done. So now Bulgaria has Greece and is now pushing into Turkey. So this area is getting cleaned up. The Turkish government, I'm sure, will collapse anytime soon, given that the fact that they don't have many forces to defend against Warsaw Pact forces and the Soviets. So, picking up from there, let's see if there's any decisions we have to make. Oh, pay off debt. Can we send tanks? Let's see. Everything's been pretty much put on hold for the most part. Let's see. A successful bombing run on the Ukrainian insurgents. And we can increase funding too. So let's just go ahead and get right to it. Let's see. Any national focuses? Oh, we can create a Soviet space program. Might as well go for that. Any R&D? This one's about to be finished, and we still got a ways to go for the other stuff. I'll add one more unit. And we need to change their deployment. Maybe around Moscow. Alright. We can authorize targets. Wait, it says a strike list, no target selected. We can't increase it. I'm kind of curious. I guess we can't really. Let's see. I think we could just select. It says no target selected. But maybe that's a question to ask on Reddit or something like that. Let's see. Yeah, because you can only guess. But anyways, let's get right into it. The Americans are pushing into Denmark territory. And in terms of naval battles, let's see. Let's have them go through there. The Polish are encircling them, so that's good. And our troops are going in and fighting the British back and pushing them back. Alright, so that's finished. Let's see, what else can we research? SLBM tube, sure. We need a triad system. I wonder how SLBMs work in this particular mod. So, because I know the triad system is bombers, ICBMs, SLBMs. Oh well, that unit's gone. They managed to retake Bonn. Alright, so we have a space program now. Let's go for building a Cosmodrome. And then we'll go for Missile Gap. And seems like... I'm gonna try to have these forces go up here. I wonder how many units the Americans have. Let's see. Let's just check. They have 5 to 15 divisions. That's the UK. Where is the United States at? 18 to 32 divisions. Well, what's crazy is NATO. There's just everybody in NATO, like the Netherlands, the Belgians. What else? Who else? Of course, UK, America. That's pretty much it for now. I don't even think France is involved.
Готов выдвигаться. Выходим!
Let's have these units. What is it? Push eastward. I mean west. Well, yeah, westward. Did British forces just land in? Oh man, that's crazy. I mean, they're just landing troops wherever and whenever they possibly can. That is crazy. Might have to increase our manpower pool and recruitment. Yep, let's go ahead and accept equipment. Sure. I understand.
Готов выдвигаться. Жду приказа. Отлично, ваш.
Oh, the British are landing again.
Внимание!
That is crazy. They just keep landing. It's like it just never ends because they really... I feel like it's because of the naval supremacy they have the advantage of. So, you know, we have the army. The Soviets have the army and the ground forces. And while the British have the navy pretty much. And the naval capacity to do so. But they're just... The thing about it is they're only sending in maybe one or, you know, 2 divisions at a time. And I see the Turkish are taking back their area. I'm gonna have to sandwich these guys.
Так точно.
hoping to get a quick victory with Turkey soon, but I feel like that's going to be more challenging enough
Слушаю.
with dealing with the British.
Готов.
I will say this: the Allies are quick. My allies are quick to respond, and
Выходим.
they're quick to defend, which is
Готов
good.
выдвигаться.
I have competent allies. Got the Bakanov Cosmodrome. I'll probably butcher the crap out of that. As the Soviet Union expands its ballistic missile program and engages in the development of new systems, the need for a test and launch site has grown. To resolve this need, the Soviet government has opened a new rocket test and launch site in southern Kazakhstan called the Cosmodrome. The massive facility, covering 90 kilometers, required the construction of new infrastructure and a new town to accommodate the required staff. More significantly, as the facility comes into main spaceport into operation, the Soviets have also designated the site as the main spaceport for the Soviet Union. Technology and rockets for the space program will be developed and launched from the facility as well. The facility is located close to the equator, and its weather is said to be ideal for future rocket and space launches. The facility is being kept under intense security and secrecy to protect Soviet aerospace and rocket developments from hostile foreign powers. A proud day up for the Soviet Union. Alright.
Внимание.
Let's get rid of these guys.
Выходим. Готов выдвигаться.
And take back that airport, so or that airfield, so we can push out the British. So, still dealing with the British invasion in the Soviet Union. So we're pushing back the Americans, we're pushing back the British. Hopefully we can come to a close with Germany. And Turkey is on the precipice of capitulation.
Готов. Выходим. Внимание.
Yes, so they have capitulated. It says Turkey has capitulated. Tudor Zhukov has announced the cowardly Turkish nation could no longer withstand the pressure from the overwhelming presence of Bulgarian forces through the country. The Turkish government chose to flee the country and has gone into exile. Their main forces have capitulated. The People's Republic of Bulgaria is now in control of their home area, though the war against what remains of the NATO treaty organization continues elsewhere. This is a great victory for all of the Warsaw Pact. It looks like we got some territory out of it too.
Готов. Готов выдвигаться.
Oh, Germany has capitulated. Nikita Khrushchev announced that the cowardly German nation could no longer withstand the presence of Soviet forces throughout the country. The government chose to flee the country and has gone into exile. Their main forces have capitulated. The Union of Soviet Socialist Republics is now in control of their home area, though the war against what remains of the NATO treaty organization continues elsewhere. This is a great victory for all of the Warsaw Pact. Alright, so back-to-back victories. Tensions is at 60%. It's high. So, quick victory. Need to select a national focus. Oh, need what is it? Scientific competition. Sure. And we'll accept your Lindley's deal.
Внимание.
surprised Denmark hasn't capitulated, to be honest with you, because
Так точно.
taking territory from them.
Я готов.
With that, let's go for filling missile gap. And our forces are pushing into the Netherlands and clean up the rest of the remaining forces. What is left of Germany. I believe Luxembourg's there too, but let's see. I'm trying to see if the Italians are in it. Yes, they are. Shoot.
Так точно.
Although I feel like they can't reach us yet, because of Austria. Is Austria's not a member of NATO? Let me see.
Слушаю.
No, they're not. But neither is France either. The British landed again.
Внимание.
I wonder what's going on with this battle. There's no commanders, subs, I guess convoys. I want to see how many ships, what is it, UK has, how many ships they have. They're down to 4 to 7 divisions, but they have 253 ships, man, and a lot of aircraft. That's a lot of air power. 2,000 to 3,000. I don't even think I have that much active air power at play. Yeah, I have 175 divisions and 789 aircraft. Jeez. They have literally they're blotting out the sky with aircraft. What about America? Let's see. I'm just curious about their stats. Richard Nixon's in power. Let's see, what's the military look like? 13 to 27 divisions and 264 to 268 ships. Wow, that is a that's pretty extreme. 6,000 to 9,000 aircraft. I mean, I guess that makes sense because historically, you know, after the Cold War, America did have a lot of aircraft in the Air Force. But, you know, I'm not surprised about that. I guess they're trying to make it accurate. Marilyn Monroe dies. But, yeah, that makes a lot of sense because the doctrine switched up. It's not the same as the Soviets who believed in... Well, the Soviets had a lot of aircraft too. I think they had around 11,000 or something like that at one point. But I literally don't have the manpower to produce that many to cover that. I mean, I could change that, but who knows? Maybe. I mean, so far we're winning. I don't know if the British try to invade again. But they are beating us to a pulp at sea. I feel like we're attacking their convoy, so that's gonna wear down hopefully on them. And they haven't said anything about Denmark. We've retaken everything and nothing's being said about Denmark, but okay.
Готов выдвигаться.
Let's have these guys come in and finish them off. Wow. China capitulated India? It says the Republic of India has capitulated. The Indian government has gone into exile and their main forces have capitulated to People's Republic of China, who is now in control of their home area. Although the struggles between the People's Republic of China and India are over, the People's Republic of China is still at all-out war and the fighting continues elsewhere. Uncertain times. Man, I mean, they just carved up India. I guess they're remaining. They haven't taken us Ceylon. That's interesting. The Republic of China? How did they make it all the way over there? That's so weird. I do want to see how big their military is. Wow, 117 to 260 divisions, but no ships, no aircraft, just manpower. And look at their manpower pool. I mean, they could just really reinforce and don't have to worry about their numbers falling. No wonder they were able to steamroll. They just use, I guess, purely infantry. I don't know if they have any tanks. I'm curious about that, but yeah, they just steamrolled over India. Well, they didn't steamroll, but they just used horde tactics, I guess.
Что приказано?
Strength in numbers. Now that we have capitulated Germany, let's see if we can put some more air power in there. Let's see. Close air support. Let's see. Alright. At least we have 83% war support, 52% stable. Could be doing better. Republic of Brunei as an enemy in the Soviet British. I guess somebody else is joining. I mean, we're literally at war with the world. I mean, shoot. Iceland. I can't even pronounce that. Rwanda. Burundi. The Solomon Islands. I mean, this is like, that's crazy. I'm just so glad that the Finns and the Swedes have decided not to participate. But yeah, I'm glad that the Finns and Swedes haven't done so. We're pushing into the Netherlands and whatnot, and I got some research finished. Let's see. What else could we go for? What do you mean we don't meet the requirements? And I'll accept aid or lend-lease from Romania. convoy defeat. Alright, what else can we research? We just got done with tanks. We'll be ahead with that. Let's see. Let's go for artillery pieces. The D20. Sure. The Grand Duchy of Luxembourg has capitulated. Janos Kadar has announced that the cowardly Luxembourg nation can no longer withstand the pressure from the overwhelming presence of Hungarian forces throughout the country. The Luxembourg government chose to flee. The country has gone into exile, and apparently, it's saying what remains of NATO continues elsewhere. This is a great victory for the Warsaw Pact. There's still this holdout too. So Luxembourg is gone, Germany was gone, Turkey's gone, Netherlands is about to be gone, and then Belgium's next. But let me just check. You always gotta check for the British and whatnot. I forgot Norway was another ally of NATO, so let's get these tanks moving. So far we're in the green on a lot of things. Let's go ahead and arm the Algerian rebels. So we aided the FLN. It says the French have long exploited and abused the people of Algeria with their colonial project. Now the Algerians are fighting back with their organization, the National Liberation Front, or FLN. The FLN organizes peasants and other exploited people and leads them in the armed struggle against the violent French military, bolstered by local collaborators. The FLN promises a new regime of socialism and economic equality for Algeria. To aid this effort, the Soviet Union has agreed to begin offering aid to the FLN. Soviet support would be crucial in helping the Algerians stand up against the modern French military. More importantly, for the Soviets, undermining French rule and gaining Algerian support could be proven vital in this long term. More significantly, aiding the FLN confirms what the Soviets' long-standing opposition to imperialism and its exploitation of colonized peoples. A blow to French imperialism. So now we got that done. We can also aid the Congolese. We're putting our influence on Africa so far. And maybe they could become future allies, so we could go after Italy. That's just wishful thinking at this part. We get Algeria into the fold. But that would be nice. We'll see what happens. I see I have some decisions too. So, draft the targeting list, of course. Our bomber got shot down. He can increase funding for the Kingdom of Yemen. We'll send guns and anti-tank equipment to North Vietnam. Sure, purchase some motorized equipment definitely some transport planes, some light jets. I want it all. Utility helicopters, sure. And that's pretty much it. I mean, look at all that money. I have no debt. That's great. We're spending 152 billion on the military. Speaking of military, let's see where the recruitment is at. I do need to check the production. That's right, since we got a new tank, there's a light tank. We need to put the T-34 in there. I mean, T-64, excuse me. Thinking about World War II. It seems like our offensive is being grounded to a halt in Amsterdam, or in the Netherlands. And we're pushing into Belgium, so... And then, of course, America is going to invade amphibious... and conduct an amphibious invasion. And then the British and the Netherlands landed again. Let's see. Okay, so that's done. We'll strengthen our influence on Occidental or Occidental French Africa, which is pretty much North Africa. At least everything's in the green. Here, let me just double check over here to make sure. So yeah, meantime they're pushing out there. Let's see, I'm just gonna check over here as China has some of their troops on the border. The state of Japan. I wonder what China's doing though. I guess they're just licking their wounds and stuff like that for the most part. If I asked them, maybe I didn't think about this, but maybe I could ask them to see if they could join up, become allies and join me in this fight. But I doubt that would happen. All right. So we got that national focus done. I mean, India doesn't exist, so that would be pointless. So the Dutch have capitulated, so that's good. Now that they're done, Belgium is next, and I see we have a giant amphibious invasion. Yeah, we have a giant amphibious invasion, which looks to be them trying to push into Germany. Although I will say this, I noticed like originally there was invasions into Poland and the Soviet Union, and I guess you could say Denmark. Yeah, but Denmark was at one point. So it's starting to get further and further away. The thing is what's gonna have to be taken care of is the UK, because America's got ties with them and whatnot,
Готов выдвигаться.
and so will be a great staging area or a great area, you know, to take care of is the UK, because America can launch its amphibious invasions. And same with the French. Well, not the French. The Americans can launch from there, and the UK can launch their divisions from there. But I just want to see what's their strength. They have just 3 to 5 divisions left, if that's accurate, and like 642,000 manpower. But they have a ridiculous amount of airplanes. Yep, so let's see if we could just push through there and finish these guys off. And I noticed.
Выйти с ними!
Yeah, so we got forces pushing there, and of course the UK would be sneaking up to send another division in there. At least we have German units. Hopefully take. Well, never mind. They're not taking care of it.
Готов. Слушаю.
Still have a holdout here.
Выходим. Отступаем! Готов выдвигаться.
All right, so Germany took care of that, or yeah, pretty much East Germany. They took care of that, or they're now called the German Democratic Republic.
Продолжаем атаку! Слушаю.
Let's see, almost done. Still mopping up the rest of the resistance and invasion. Literally divisions stacked on divisions.
Слушаю.
Alright, so Belgium has capitulated too. And another victory for the Warsaw Pact. We're at 100% tension. It says good night. Wow. Alright, I'm going to end the video here as we have concluded. I'll just accept this real quick. I will end the video here. We still have some mopping up to do right there. And yes, subscribe if you like this kind of content, or go ahead and put a like or comment down below. Let me know what you think of this video, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video.